USPS Address Verification. Believe it or not, snail mail is not dead. Email and cell phones have changed the way we market in favor of immediate, easily accessible information. However, postal mail still has its place, and with all of the email and text messages people receive, sometimes a place of actual mail is welcome. To use it effectively, you've got to use a USPS address verification service, which until now seemed cumbersome and expensive. The U.S. Postal Service, USPS, records and stores all valid U.S. addresses in a standard format. To ensure your mail is delivered with the most precision, address labels should be in all capital letters, include company name for businesses, identify apartment or suite number if applicable, use valid USPS acronyms and abbreviations, have a 9-digit zip code, and omit commas and periods. But what is USPS address verification? USPS address verification confirms and corrects addresses to match USPS standards and formatting. Without it, you risk sending undeliverable mail. There are a few ways you might encounter invalid addresses in your database. First, addresses that were once valid can become outdated over time. Another way invalid addresses enter your database is through web forms. Many people make data entry mistakes or accidentally omit important information required to ensure delivery. Finally, customers knowingly enter an old or invalid address due to privacy or other concerns. USPS address verification catches these outdated and invalid addresses and either offers correct addresses or helps to prevent mail you paid for being returned undeliverable, which is a big waste of time, resources, and money. How does USPS address verification help your business? Well, let's say you decided not to verify your address list. You're confident your addresses are good or close enough, and that if a customer has moved, the mail will be forwarded. That's a method many businesses use because until now, finding an inexpensive and easy-to-use USPS address verification tool has been difficult and expensive. That can often result in a lot of returned mail, which means you wasted money sending mail to an incorrect address. Rather than spend time manually combing through your address list looking for mistakes, you can use a USPS address verification service and let the system identify errors for you. This will save you time and money as you will reduce or eliminate the time it takes to fix the address errors in the future. Improve the customer experience. It's kind of hard to stay on your customer's radar if they don't receive your mailers. Direct mail is still a very viable marketing avenue. Its rarity makes it even more so. There's less competition in customers' mailboxes than inboxes. Mail is nostalgic too. Letters are a dying art. If you can address your mailers to the actual name of the recipient, your promos will be gladly received by your customers who feel like they've gotten something especially for them. Keep up with competitors. Even if you don't use direct mail marketing or ship merchandise, up-to-date address information is still important data to have. You might have different marketing campaigns for different regions or want to personalize emails with information that's relevant to your customer's geographic location. The more good data you have, the better. Preserve your reputation. This kind of leads us to one point. Maintain a good reputation. You've got to be in control of your data. You might say quality is better than quantity. Bad data wastes time, money, resources, and makes you look bad. To avoid sending undeliverable mail, claims for unreceived merchandise, and mailers addressed to the wrong names, use Searchbug's USPS address validation service, or build a list of every deliverable address on a street, in a town, or an entire city for pennies. Use the Searchbug.com Verify Mailing Addresses tool to ensure that mail can be delivered to your customers. The tool also doubles as a reliable USPS Address Lookup service. You can even generate an entire list of valid USPS addresses using just a street name and zip code or a variety of limited inputs to build accurate and valid mailing lists for pennies. To check it out, simply visit Searchbug.com and click on the Lookup menu. Then select Address Lookup and Verification to find the USPS List Building and Address Verification tool. Then scroll down to the help and instructions to ensure you get the best results. If you'd like to build a list of deliverable USPS addresses, here are some examples. You could enter only a street name without the house number, plus a city and state or zip code, and the Searchbug service will provide a list of all valid mailing addresses on that street. If you don't remember the street name but you have a house number and a zip code, you can simply enter the house number without a street name, plus a zip code, and Searchbug will show you a list of all the addresses with that house number in that zip code. You can even enter just a zip code, and Searchbug will give you a list of all the street names in that zip code, from which you can click on a street name and find all the mailable addresses on that street. You can even download the list to a local CSV file for importing to your favorite spreadsheet or database for use. You can also enter just a street name without the house numbers, plus one state, and the Searchbug system will provide a list of all cities and zip codes with that street name. Then click on the city desired to drill down to the information you desire. Visit searchbug.com or click the USPS verification link in the description below to give it a try. You'll be amazed at all the USPS address information you can get quickly and easily. Searchbug. Names, numbers, now.